Good evening, everyone. I can't tell if I'm live yet or not. How's it going? I hope that you're doing really well. Sorry for the shaky start. Yeah, looks like I'm live. Hello, welcome. Wherever in the world you are, wherever you are tuning in from, whatever time of day it is, I hope that you are well. We are here this evening for some soul-centered meditation, some spiritual chit-chat with me, Holistic Holly of Holly's Holistic Healing. I'm a channel, medium, teacher, helping people on their journeys of spiritual awakening, spiritual exploration, and help them find their own medicine to help them on their journeys. Here to assist in the shift, helping to raise consciousness for the entire planet. And sharing tools and tricks that have helped me on my journey to help people with where they are and what they're doing. So let me know if you're here watching the replay or if you're here watching live. Let me know where in the world you're watching from, what it is that has drawn you to this today. Perhaps you've had a bit of a heavy week. You feel like you need a bit of an energy cleanse and energy clearing, because we're going to be doing a bit of that today. That has been a very up and down energy this week. I've had a lot of reports of people feeling very lethargic, very sluggish, wanting to sleep a lot. We are in Cancer season, so there's a lot of emotions coming up to the surface. That is not uncommon for this time of year, but it can be tricky to negotiate, particularly if they have been kind of buried deep for a long time. There's a lot of stuff bubbling up, and it seems to be the story of this year, right? That there is always some clearing to do, a lot of shadow coming up to the surface. But you know, I hope that you are negotiating whatever it is that you're working through with ease and with grace, and I'm here to help in any way that I can. So let me just see if anyone is here. Catherine says, good evening, beautiful. Good evening to you, Catherine. Lauren is here. Lush to see you too, my darling. So great to have you on. I'm so glad that you're here. It feels like ages since we've connected. Yeah, what is really lovely is the community that is building around these sessions. I've been doing them for a number of years now. They started actually during lockdown and they just blew up. I was having people join from all over the world. I still have people messaging me now saying that they're watching the replays of those old sessions and the value that they get from them. They're all available to watch on my YouTube channel and through my website, hollysHolisticHealing.co.uk, for anybody who is interested in looking at the back catalogue of that. I was also on a podcast the other day, a stunningly beautiful podcast with my friend Jenny Furns Giles, and it was really great. I've actually put the Spotify code into my website, so you can actually go and listen to that on my website in the content archive. But yeah, it was the Inconsistency Club podcast with Jenny, and it was a really great conversation, absolutely wonderful, from angels, aliens, like innate psychic abilities. We were talking about past lives, the witch wound. We were literally talking about how we show up to be of service, and you know what that can mean in terms of, you know, showing up and showing our magic to people that are not this way inclined. So if you fancy checking that out, it is available on Spotify and all other podcast platforms, the Inconsistency Club, but it's also on my website if you want to go and look at that. Hi Bernie, Bernie's here as well. Lush to have you here, sweetheart. So glad you can join this evening. So yeah, I'm not gonna chit chat and linger on too long, but I do just want to give other people an opportunity to jump on. I know I was a little late coming on this evening due to some technical difficulties, and as anyone who was here for the beginning of the broadcast knows, it was a bumpy start coming on here as well. So let me know how you are doing. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's any topics that you want me to kind of bring up and discuss this evening. There is a lot going on out there in the world, a lot going on, and it can raise a lot of questions, a lot of soul searching. And, you know, I'm here to help provide answers in any way that I can. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. Long time no see. Lovely to have you with us, babes. Sarah is coming along tomorrow to my soul sanctuary in the at Tinsella Farm, so there is spaces still available if anybody fancies coming along to that. It's going to be a little bit different to the usual Soul Sanctuary sessions that I do run, but I'm trying something out. So if you're interested in coming along, having some soul nurturing and some singing some soul songs, you're more than welcome to come and join us. More than welcome to come join us. I'm super excited for that. Actually, it's been a while. I've been really drawn to using my voice for healing, and it really raises your frequency and opens up your throat chakra and opens up your heart in such a beautiful way. And I mentioned that I was feeling really called to do that, and I had an instant reaction of people going, oh my gosh, I've been really called to start singing again this week. And so you're gonna sing soul songs together, and if it's a nice evening, we might even have a fire outside the yurt and sing around the fire. So that's going to be really beautiful. Bernie says, yes, soul searching, very emotional at the beginning of the week, more stable now but feeling low energy. Yeah, I hear you. It has been an emotional week, and yeah, very fatigued. And with the warm weather that we've been having, although it has been raining a lot this week, hydration is super important to help with all of the shifting and the recalibrating. James is in the house. Hello, James. Lovely to have you here. Not a problem. James said, sorry, been sat on the main page waiting for the video. Yeah, no, we do it in the group. I don't know. Yeah, this is the container that I created for it way back when I started doing these sessions online. And it's just something, it just feels a bit safer being in a container like this, where you can just go and access the replays, and it's more on this specific topic than the main page, where I post a lot more of a more spread out range of topics. But really glad you can make it. So glad that you're here. We are going to be jumping in the next couple of minutes. How are we doing for time? Okay, I'll just give it a couple more minutes, and then we are going to jump into the first practice, which so for those of you who are new here, who are not familiar with the sessions and how I run these in person as well on the weeks that I'm not here online, so I alternate between the two. So the kind of formula that I don't know whether I've kind of had it given to me from spirit, or whether it's just something that I've tinkered with and tested over time, but the format goes to, we do 3 meditations, short practices. Short practices are much more valuable than long practices when it comes to, helping the monkey mind to not interfere too much with what's at hand. Doing shorter practices also helps to strengthen that vagus nerve, as they say. So the more often you can practice the art of dropping into meditation and finding that relaxation through the techniques and protocols that we're going to go through, the stronger that muscle memory becomes. So it becomes easier for you to do it in the moment where you really need that release, that relaxation, that de-stress, that clear. Okay. And little practices dropped throughout the week, so like more frequent, shorter practices are much more valuable than just doing one really super long one, intermittently, like not so continuously, if you like. I can't even articulate this evening, so I don't even know how this evening's going to go. Let me drink some more water and see if hydration helps. Okay, so the first practice is always about grounding, okay? Getting out of our head into our body, really connecting with that breath to help release any tension that we're holding in the body, to help us to ground down, to give our nervous system a break. A lot of us are in a lot of anxiety, stress, pressure all the time. So we've always got some level of stress hormones in our body. So by really dropping into that relaxation, dropping into our body and out of our head, we can really, really help to shut all of those down, give our adrenal glands a rest, right? So our bodies can be really super relaxed, and then we're going to ground our energy down into the earth, okay, which is so valuable at you know, for so many different reasons. I'm not going to go start and wax lyrical about that, but we're going to get grounded, connected to Mother Earth. And for the second practice, what we're going to do then is really focus on cleansing and clearing our energy field, anything that we're carrying that isn't serving us, anything that doesn't belong to us, because again, we are like energetic sponges, yeah, and we can walk around just collecting up other people's energy, stuff that isn't beneficial to us, even creating thought forms of worry, of you know, anger or sadness or what have you. You know, when we think about subjects that evoke those emotions in us and we really, really focus on them, we can create a thought form, which is like an energy that kind of sticks with us in our energy field. So clearing those is really, really beneficial and really, really helpful too. And in that second practice, often we'll see what's channeled through, but often what we do is expand our energy and connect with the collective consciousness, sending love and light out to help clear some of the low vibrations that are whooshing their way around the earth at this time, and you know, a few other things besides. And then in the final practice, we bring all our energy back, we ground our energy once again, and we put on layers of protection so we're not so sensitive when we go out in the world to other people's energies, to the energies that are in the collective, and to any entities that we may encounter. Okay, to really, really lock in that good high frequency energy that we're going to work on cultivating and protect that from anywhere that might be leached or drained or sucked or again fed upon, or just from anything that can come in and interfere with our vibration. So I hope that that makes sense. Any questions, please drop them in the box before we get started. Catherine says, it's been a really hard week. I'm sorry to hear that, Catherine. I thought when I hadn't heard from you that you might have been going through it a little bit. But I have as well this week, which is I haven't been really reaching out and touching base with so many people. I tend to really kind of put the shutters down and go within myself when things come up for me. I guess that's you know, like a learned kind of coping strategy, but also, you know, it's to kind of reflect on what is really coming up, and you know, working on what it is that I need to do or what I need to change, what the lesson is, so I'm not going back into cycles. And that there has been some things that have come up this week for me. Again, you know, cancer season, as I said earlier, is bringing up a lot of the emotional stuff. So so I hope that you're all finding the tools and the techniques that are most beneficial to you to help you move through this, you know, with the wisdom that you have the potential to gain from whatever it is that you're negotiating. Okay, so no other questions or comments dropping in. Shall we just jump in and go to the first meditation? Now, I want to make sure that everyone's got their phones on silent. You know, and if you are watching through your phone, you know, great. If you're not, then make sure that your phone is on silent so you don't get disturbed. You know, there is the potential to go quite deep into these meditations, and I don't want anyone getting jarred or frightened out with them, as often can happen if you're doing YouTube meditations and an advert comes on and like absolutely startles you. It's not nice, and it doesn't help with the resting of, you know, the systems of the body. So make sure your phone's on silent. Make sure that you've got like a cozy blanket or something with you to help you get cozy. And you know, if you want to put some music on in the background, there are issues around copyrights and licensing and stuff, so I am not allowed to play music in the background, but you are more than welcome to if you have another device at hand where you can do that. And just start to bring your awareness to your breath. You don't have to change it, you don't have to force it in any way. Just recognizing, acknowledging, witnessing how you're breathing right now. Is it shallow and short? Are they nice long belly breaths? Just take note. And then, you know, when you're ready, if you haven't already, just gently close your eyes and start to lengthen those exhales. making your out breath longer than your in breath. But I'm not going to tell you any numbers or what to count because everyone's breath cycle is different, everyone's lung capacity is different, everyone's comfort zone is different. So do what is comfortable for you. If you do like to count the breath in and out, just make that exhale just a second or so longer than the inhale. And on your next out breath, I want you to drop your shoulders down away from your ears. I would like you to relax the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks and your jaw. Focusing on softening, relaxing, making any adjustments that you need to make to be a little bit more comfortable, 10% more comfortable. Just allowing that ebb and that flow to move your awareness around your body. Breathing into any areas that you might be feeling tense or tight. Softening on an out breath. Softening, softening, softening. Melting into the chair or the bed. Aware of that support that is supporting you from below, whether it be a chair, whether it's the floor, whether it's the bed, as I said. And giving yourself some grace, acknowledging that the monkey mind can be very active when we are trying to bring ourselves to stillness. So just smile, acknowledge that part of you is out of your control, but you can choose to not engage in the thoughts that the monkey mind is throwing at you and bring your focus back to your breath. Softening with every exhale. Breathing in love. Breathing out peace. And just allowing that movement, that motion, that inhale and exhale to be your anchor, to be your central point of focus for this exercise. Breathing in. Breathing out, feeling more and more relaxed with every breath, giving yourself that permission to relax, to soften. Taking this time for you as an act of self-love, as an act of honoring and loving your soul, your higher self. A gift to your mind, your body and your soul. As we begin to ground our energy down, just be aware that my words are only suggestions for visualization, and that it is intention that is what is most important. You know, we can ask for assistance from our higher selves, from our spirit team of ancestors, of angels, of spirit guides. We can ask for their assistance in completing these tasks, in assisting us in getting grounded in this instance. So we're going to send our awareness down into the earth. Whether you visualize that as roots growing from the bottoms of your feet down through the floor, through the building, into the ground, into the earth, through the rocks and soil, burying deep into the earth. Whether you prefer the visualization or the imagery, the symbolism of dropping an anchor down into the earth, or simply sending your consciousness down a few feet or a few meters into the earth below your feet. And finding stillness there for a moment, conscious of the noises of the conscious of the noises of the world around you, perhaps aware of the life in the soil, the ecosystems, the mycelial network, as you travel down through the layers of the mud, the soil. Perhaps your awareness traveling down further, aware of the beautiful, bright starlight, soul light glowing at the center of the earth, the soul of Gaia, this beautiful light shining outwards, its vibrational frequency, her vibrational frequency, permeating through all things. Aware of that light shining upon you, energizing you, helping you feel connected to something far larger than yourself. The light and the power that causes the flowers to bloom. That brings life to all things on this planet. That is very much a part of you, and you are very much a part of it. Feeling connected and safe and secure in that family connection to all living creatures, living beings. feeling her unconditional love and support as you bring your awareness back towards your body, back up towards wherever it is you are right now, bringing some of her light back up with you, helping you to feel more stable and more steady and more sturdy than perhaps you have all week. Visualizing yourself now like a tree with roots deep down in the earth. The deeper the roots, the stronger the tree. The deeper the roots in the earth, the further up to heaven you can reach and explore. But the deeper the roots, the more wide they spread, the more resilient you are to the storms that we can encounter in our day-to-day lives. And I want you to focus now on feeling steady, feeling stable, feeling strong, knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are a very powerful and very special being, a bright light on this planet, because we are souls with bodies and not bodies with souls. And even when you are feeling down, when you are feeling rotten and rubbish and fatigued and emotional, you still are a glorious, bright light. So when you're ready, just bring your awareness back to your breathing, back to your breath once again. Perhaps putting your hands on your heart and just feeling that energy from the center of the earth beating inside of your heart. Because our heart center is where the energies of heaven and earth dance together in a beautiful cosmic dance. So just acknowledge that for a moment. And when you're ready, just start to find some gentle movement, perhaps a stretch, a wiggle, perhaps wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, perhaps giving your face a bit of a massage. Whatever feels good to bring you back to the room. And open your eyes if you want to. You don't have to. That's the joy of these sessions being online, is if you just want to snuggle up and stay snuggled, you are more than welcome to do so. I hope that you are all relaxed. I hope that you feel nice and grounded and steady and stable. I hope that you are feeling much more peaceful than you did at the beginning of the session. And let me know how you are feeling in the comments. Catherine said very, so I guess feeling very relaxed. Much better than when you started. That's wonderful. Thank you, Catherine. James says sending you a hug, Catherine, as am I. As am I. So I'm going to have a little drink. Now I know this is something that I wax lyrical about. I talk about it constantly because it's true. That connecting with nature is one of the most valuable things that you can do for your mental health, for your physical health, for your spiritual connection, and your soul, getting out in nature, connecting with nature whenever you can is a powerful, powerful thing. It's a powerful, powerful medicine. And going with reverence and respect to give love as well as receive love. Because, you know, we really do owe so much, everything to nature, to Mother Gaia, to you know, the beautiful nature spirits and the whole web of the unseen realms. But particularly just being amongst the trees, being near running water, having contact with the earth, it can really help to reset your nervous system, helps you to regulate your emotions. It helps you find stillness and calmness and helps you put things in perspective, helps shut down that monkey mind and help you connect with what is really, really important. And, you know, to literally see the wood for the trees in any situation that you're experiencing. So I encourage everyone to get out in nature as much as they possibly can, because, you know, and again, you know, preaching to the choir, you know, for the majority of people that are here, I know that I am, but it's just a reminder. It's so easy to want to cocoon ourselves inside when we are going through the emotional stuff, but just getting outside, getting your feet on the mud or on the grass, listening to the birds singing, you know, listening to the wind and the trees, watching the wind blow the leaves. It's enchanting and it's meditative and it's healing. So get out there and do that. Even when you think you don't have time to, it will be valuable. So we've got a thumbs up and some kisses from Bernie. Thank you, Bernie. We have, you're very welcome, Catherine. So Sarah said, needed after a very difficult week in work. I'm sorry to hear that you've had a difficult week in work. Sending so much love. And yeah, so Sarah works in a school for children with additional needs, shall we say, and it can be very challenging. I for years have worked with people with special needs and learning difficulties. When my holistic therapies business was at the height of its busyness, the majority of my clients were people in that group, and I smile because they were always my favorite clients to work with. They filled my heart with so much love. They are very special souls, but when they're challenging, oh boy. And they are very sensitive to these energies, to, you know, the astrology. You know, as we're talking about, if we're feeling our emotions rising to the surface and we're we're struggling with negotiating what's coming up for us and how we're feeling, and feeling all kinds of ways about all kinds of things and not being really able to articulate why, oh boy, is it more challenging for them, you know. So I'm sorry that it's been a difficult week for you, Sarah, and I'm so glad you're here doing the nourishing, doing the healing to help, you know, fill your cup back up. So yeah, I hope that you're well. So I don't want to leave it too long before we jump back into the next practice, but if anyone's got any feedback, any questions, anything they want to share, now is the time to put it in. I would love to hear how you're feeling, if there was any techniques there that were shared that were particularly helpful for you. Do let me know. And I want to remind you that being comfortable is really, really important, and I'm not the most comfortable. I need to get a new chair for my desk, definitely. And this one's actually, it's a wooden chair that I bought for doing Indian head massages on, so perfect for mobile Indian head massage, and not so great for sitting at a desk and working in it for a long period of time. Okay, so I just want to see if there's anything else that wants to come in for me to share. Mm. My essential oils. Like, I can't even speak. My essential oils are catching my eye. What have we got? Ooh, we've got jasmine and lavender. Let's have a bit of jasmine. So, always handy to, oh, beautiful, to bring essential oils into a meditation practice because of the way fragrance can help with our memory and our muscle memory, so we can use that essential oil or that fragrance then to drop into that relaxed state whenever we need it in an instant. So if you know you're going into a difficult or stressful situation, working with that essential oil can really help drop into that relaxation state very, very quickly, as well as all, the incredible magical benefits, healing medicinal benefits and vibrational effects that working with essential oils has. Jasmine's particularly known as a calling oil for calling in angels, but it's also very good for helping to transmute negative emotions, can bring hope and feelings of support when you're feeling down or in despair. Really good also for balancing the female hormonal systems, and it says on the bottle here uplifting, so it is a very, very uplifting one. So yeah, lovely to work with that. So Catherine says, I've been using the oils you suggested. Good, good. And how are you finding them, Catherine? I believe you said you bought ylang ylang and was it geranium? I hope that they've been beneficial for you. That's another thing that I was going to say actually, is just having the essential oils like in a burner in the space. It can shift the whole vibrational frequency of the space, and just touching back on, I'm trying to put this in a way that. So I have a number of friends that work with uh, children who need additional support. Sarah here being one of them, but also my closest and best friend, who we've been best friends since we were teenagers. She works in a very challenging school, and also another friend of mine who was originally a client, and we've been, friends now for over 10 years. She works in a school in Cardiff with a similar needs for these children, and there's a great book called The Fragrant Mind, which is all about aromatherapy, and it talks about the different use of oils in terms of supporting children with autism, high anxiety, children that have got, emotional disturbances or really complex needs in that regard. And there's a lot of studies showing that, and my friend, particularly my friend Bryony in Cardiff, that having these essential oils in use in the rooms where these children are being taught, it has a radically positive impact on their behavior, on their ability to communicate, on their ability to regulate. And so the benefit for children is profound and cannot be overlooked, as well as our own well-being, right? But that's one of the great things about learning these tools and working with them, is the other people that we can help with these things. So definitely something to look into if you're not, if you're not already working with aromatherapy. I highly recommend it. And when it comes to clearing, perfect segue into clearing the energies that we're going to be doing in a moment. They really do help to clear and harmonize the vibrational frequencies in the spaces in our auric field within our body as well. So definitely a tool that should not be overlooked. Catherine says, that's right, they have been in my burner every night. Fantastic. Great to hear. So glad. So glad. Yeah, I use Neal's Yard essential oils here in the UK. I actually, if anyone needs to buy essential oils, I'm actually a consultant for them. You can order them through my site if you wanted to order any. They are fantastic quality, the best I've tried. And, I've been a qualified aromatherapist for over 15 years, and I have tried a few different makes of essential oils. But these, as far as ethics and quality go, you you cannot get a better brand, in my opinion. Okay, so when you're ready, let's cozy down, let's get comfortable for our second practice of the evening. And we're 40 minutes in. I need to start writing these time markers down for people watching the replay, so if they don't want to hear me waffling, they can just jump straight into the practices. I'm gonna maybe do that next week, or find a piece of paper and do it now. Why not? Little post-it. Okay, so 40 minutes in. So get yourself comfortable, get yourself cozy. Have a drink of water, my dehydrated friend. And start to bring your awareness to your breath once again. This time, just recognizing where it is. You should already be in that nice, relaxed breathing pattern. And if you're not, then start to lengthen and slow those breaths, closing your eyes if you haven't already, or just softening the gaze if you'd rather leave them open. Now, I want to say that if for whatever reason you have to leave the live stream or stop the recording at any point, I ask that after this exercise of opening, cleaning, clearing our vibration, you make sure that you come back and you do a grounding exercise afterwards and call your energy back, because this vibrational exercise is very expansive and it can make us more receptive to our psychic abilities, to any frequencies around us. Okay, so just make sure that after doing this light clearing meditation that you make sure you come back to close down and ground down afterwards. Okay, very, very important. So just making those breaths longer, dropping your shoulders down away from your ears, relaxing the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. You may even like to bring your tongue to rest behind your top front teeth, against the pressure point that's there behind those two front teeth. Softening the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. And if this makes sense to you, give it a try. If it doesn't make sense and you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But if you understand what I mean when I say take in a deep breath from the tips of your toes all the way up to the top of your head, and then breathing out from the top of your head all the way back down to the tips of your toes. And I want you to do this just for a few breath cycles, breathing in from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. And back down. With the intention of relaxing and softening and letting go with every breath. Making nice sighs and releasing noises to help you let go of what you might be carrying. Just softening and settling into your space as we begin to start our clearing and cleansing exercise. Now, I am going to suggest visualizations for this, of breathing in a white light and breathing out perhaps a grey mist or grey light. So so that the light that you're breathing in is carrying out all that no longer serves you. Okay, and if you find the visualization hard, or that you're not a very visual person and that's not helpful to you, just set the intention that the breath that you are breathing in is clearing and cleansing all of the things that I am going to prompt and suggest as we go through. Again, taking what resonates, leave what doesn't. If all that you get from this is relaxation, job done, purpose served. Okay, so breathing in a beautiful white light, a glowing, radiant, iridescent white light that comes in, collects what needs to go, and as you breathe out, you are breathing away any low vibrational frequencies, any stagnant energies, anything that isn't yours that you have been carrying with you, anything that isn't serving your highest good, anything that's holding you back right now, or that is causing you pain and distress. Breathing in a beautiful white light to come in and harmonize the frequencies within you, to cleanse and clear and transmute what isn't helpful to you. Breathing in that beautiful white light and moving it around your body. Perhaps lingering for a few breaths in any areas that are particularly uncomfortable, whether on an energetic level you feel drawn to certain energy centers, whether you are drawn to any areas of perhaps physical tightness or tension or discomfort. Filling those areas with white light, pure love, the frequency of Source, allowing that white light to really harmonize the frequency, to return it to its perfect state. Allowing anything that is bubbling up into your awareness to be recognized and acknowledged as something perhaps that you need to come back to later to work upon. But at the moment, you're just going to blow that away with an out breath. So you can acknowledge the thought, the memory, the belief, the inner voice, acknowledge it, but you don't have to engage with it right now. You can put it on a shelf to come back to later. Returning to the process of moving this beautiful white light that you're breathing into your body around your physical body, making sure that you are leaving no cell unvisited. Now this could perhaps feel like warm soapy water sloshing its way, moving its way around your body. It could feel almost like a warmth and a tingling, very similar to when you have a Reiki treatment or spiritual healing. Be conscious of the sensations but not attached to them. And if you feel no sensations at all, that's fine. No judgment, no comparisons. Don't make yourself feel inadequate, because you are exactly where you are on your journey, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Everything in divine timing. We are all where we are supposed to be on our evolutionary journey, on our spiritual journey, on our healing journey. Only love here, no self-criticism, no self-deprecation, no judgment, just love. Aware of the support coming in from your ancestors, angels, and loved ones. Perhaps calling in Archangel Michael to help cut any cords to anything that is no longer serving us, to help clear away any limiting beliefs, any false stories that we have inherited from elsewhere. Feeling lighter and lighter with every breath. Breathing in that beautiful white light and breathing out what needs to go, until the inhale and the exhale are both this beautiful white light, and that your whole body is glowing like a candle flame with this beautiful, beautiful white light, radiating this white light out from your physical body. So that your whole auric field is now filled with this beautiful white light. As this white light travels through the layers of your energy field, clearing and cleansing, dissolving, transmuting anything that isn't serving your highest good, anything that isn't helping you, anything that doesn't belong to you, any thought forms, any emotions, any attachments, any stagnant energy, damaged energy, rips or tears, now being filled with this white light, pumping through you as you breathe in and out. And as you glow brighter and brighter with every breath, this light now emanating, filling your entire auric field, as that begins to expand, as this bright light emanates from you, washing over all of those around you, any animals or people that are in your home. They too are getting the benefit from this beautiful glow, this beautiful high frequency vibration emanating from you. Aware now in this moment of the millions of souls around the world meditating in this moment. The millions of souls around the world in prayer at this moment. The millions of souls around the world focusing on love, focusing on compassion, focusing on peace, breathing in and out as they breathe in and out. Your heart beating as their hearts beat. Imagining the glow of your light connecting with the glows from their souls, like candles lighting up the dark all over the world, so that the whole planet is glowing with this beautiful healing light. Every inhale and exhale, those low vibrational frequencies, that stagnant energy, the fear, the sadness, the grief, the anger, being dissolved with that beautiful inhale of the white light. That exhale, sending that light around the world to where it is needed to cleanse and clear and transmute. Sending your awareness, your consciousness out now, above the earth. Seeing these lights glow, this tidal wave of love, this frequency of love permeating through the entire of the earth, the whole of the atmosphere, to the bottom of the oceans, to the mountain tops, through the forests, the deserts, the towns, the cities, helping everyone feel this love, this light, acknowledging their spiritual selves, feeling a little nudge, a little supported, feeling hope. Realizing, acknowledging that those of us drawn to this work, incarnated to be part of this shift, knowing that you have more influence, more power to make changes to the frequency of the entire planet than perhaps you realize. Taking a few deep breaths now just to allow this vibration to settle into the cells in your body, to lock itself into your coding. So you remember who you are and how powerful you are and how glorious you are. Just take a couple more deep breaths here, basking in this beautiful glory, basking in this beautiful light. And when you're ready, start to begin the return journey to your body, bringing your light back with you as you return to your hemisphere, as you return to the skies above, the continent, the country, the region, your city, town or village. your house, back into the room, back into your body. Feeling the comfort of the bed or the chair, the comfort of your body itself, gently returning, gently coming back in, knowing that your ancestors, angels and spirit guides are with you, supporting you, helping you to get back into your body. Bringing your awareness to your heart center once again. Where the energies of heaven and earth do that beautiful dance, the yin and the yang. Feeling them dance together throughout your whole body. And then feeling the weight of your body, grounding yourself back into your body. The temperature of the room, the sounds outside. And start to find some movement, perhaps wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, perhaps doing a forward fold or going into child's pose if you do yoga, perhaps doing some neck rotations or shoulder rotations. When you're ready, definitely have a drink of water. Very, very important when working with the high frequency stuff and the high energy stuff to stay hydrated. Very, very, very important. Let me know if you have come back down to land. Give me some hearts or a thumbs up. Drop a comment in. Please let me know how you're feeling, what you experienced. Did you see any colours? Did you feel any emotions? Did you have any clairvoyant symbols or anything coming in for you? Let me know so I can help decipher anything that you might need help recognizing. If you have got a journal handy, it might be a really good opportunity to just write a few things down if any messages came in for you. You know, when I said about putting things on the shelf for you to come back to later, if there was any awareness that bubbled up or any recognition of things that you know that you need to work on to release, might be a good idea to jot those down on paper now. You don't need to let me know what those things were, but if things did come up for you, you know, it's great confirmation, you know, to know that those things are happening. So yeah, let me know in the comments. And if you fell asleep, perfect. That's obviously what your body needed. Know that your higher self still takes these messages, still takes these prompts and takes action on them if that is the intention for your soul and for the highest good of all. Bernie's still coming back. Thank you, Bernie. I know with these ones where we do go out into the collective and we do go out above the earth, sometimes it does take a while to come back into your body, leaving that beautiful collective universal love, that unconditional love. Sometimes that can be a bit of like a, oh, I don't want to go back into my body. I like being at one with everyone, right? So know that these tools are now in your toolkit, that you are able to go and do these things again and again and again. And obviously the replays are here and on my YouTube channel as well. Whenever you want to go, you know, cosmically exploring or adventuring, there's so many replays of these sessions, all slightly different. So yeah, there's plenty for you to be able to work through to come back to these spaces. So yeah, I really do love the connecting with the other people in prayer and other people meditating, because at any given time there are millions of people around the world doing that exact thing, and I love that. And I talk about this all the time, but the Maharishi effect, when people meditate focusing on a specific thing like peace, for example, the impact that has on the collective is so profound. It's actually, studies have been done that have been replicated time and time again, where large numbers of people meditate in a city, with that focus in mind. And you can look at the violent crime rates, the crime statistics, they literally drop instantly in those places, because that frequency is rippling through the collective. So it cannot be underestimated how powerful that can be, particularly when you consciously think of how many people are meditating, doing yoga, praying for peace, or walking in nature, hugging trees with that love and that compassion in their heart. It's a powerful thing. It's a really powerful thing. It's freaking magic, man. And we all have a part to play in it, and I'm in awe of that. I'm boggled by how wonderful it is. And forgive me, I forget the name of who it is, but um, it's one of the quantum physicists that's on the What the Bleep documentary, and they said, if you're not absolutely blown away and in awe of the world and the magic, then you're just not paying attention. And I'm blown away every day. I love it. Right, Bernie says, back now. That was lovely. I love the connecting light. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Everyone else has gone quiet, Bernie. I don't know if everyone's asleep. It's all good if they are. It's all good. So, with all of that being said, forgive my waffle. I hope that you don't mind me waffling. I'm definitely feeling dehydrated. I feel like my thoughts cannot be connected together properly. So bear with me. Thank you. And Catherine says I'm awake, just listening. No worries. No worries. Don't feel like I was calling you out, because I wasn't. I'm glad you're just chilling and listening. It's cool. It's fine. So our final practice of the evening is going to be I would say, one of our most important, not gonna lie. Oh, Bernie, thank you. Bernie says she loves my waffle. Thank you. One of the most important, because I think, all of us are getting more psychically sensitive. All of us are getting more energetically sensitive, particularly when we work, particularly, yes, when we work on ourselves and we're cleansing and releasing and doing the shadow work, our vibration is constantly going to be rising. So we are going to be activating those dormant parts of ourselves. We are going to be connecting, things that haven't always been connected within us. So our psychic abilities, our innate sensitivities are going to be, getting more acute. But it's not just that. We are moving into a different cosmic neighborhood, if you like, where the vibrational frequencies are higher. So we are becoming more activated. Again, these dormant parts of ourselves are waking up. And lots of other things besides. We've had solar storms and stuff going on like crazy, and they cause upgrades and activations. They're switching us on. So people that have never been drawn to explore this kind of stuff before are getting activated. They're having their psychic sensitivities, their different clair senses are tuning up, whether they want it or not. And so we are walking around like sponges. We are absorbing all of this. It is affecting us and influencing us. You know, one of the most important things, which I think is really valuable, is asking questions at certain times. And when you feel triggered, or you feel like an overwhelming emotion out of nowhere, or even if you feel like there's a oversensitive reaction to something, you're like, God, where did that come from? You know, even with physical ailments in the body, ask, who does it belong to? Because it may not necessarily be yours. And that is one of the most powerful pieces of advice I think I could offer anybody. And so, what this final exercise can do is shield us from the emotions of others, as I mentioned earlier. You know, shield us from the emotions of others. It shields us from any vibrational frequencies that are not going to be helpful or beneficial to us, that are not ours to deal with. And it can also, you know, there are a lot of non-physical beings about, and you know, they can have an influence on us too, whether intentionally or not. So these layers of protection, really valuable. And you know, I realized it just popped into my head then, so I don't know who this is for, who this is significant to. But there is also, you know, psychic attack is a thing. You know, if people, you know, chat shit about you, or you know, they can inadvertently, you know, send a vibration your way. But even more specifically than that, like if people have got a vendetta against you, or they, you know, they wish harm upon you, like that can damage you too. uh, One of the mentors at the spiritualist church where I did my development. He wasn't my mentor, but it was his church essentially. He ran the church, Ray Williams, Reverend Ray Williams. It was a Christian spiritualist church in Cardiff. I remember having many conversations with him about, you know, all the research that he'd been a part of and that he'd experienced over the years, particularly in Europe. He was a part of lots of different studies and things that were going on, and he told me about one study where they were using aura photography to see the influence that people had on people's energy fields. I'm going to try and make this a long story short, so please bear with me. But basically, they had two people. They put them in different rooms, and they gave one person the task of think negative thoughts about that person, think really hateful, horrible things like I want to kill him, I want something bad to happen, like all of that kind of stuff. And then they would take the photograph of the aura of the person who was in the other room, right? And Ray said that you could literally see in the auric, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this, so this is obviously relevant for someone in this space, but you could literally see in the aura photograph, it looked like the shape of a knife going through the auric field. Okay, now obviously they cancelled, cleared, deleted, and they cleansed and they cleared and all of the things, but it just goes to show that the impact that you can have on other people's energy with your words and your thoughts is so, so powerful. So you know, our words are spells at the end of the day, and so that is just something to be very mindful of. This is what, you know, you shouldn't gossip, you shouldn't speak bad about people, you know, you shouldn't wish anyone ill, because, you know, again, it's the whole rule of three, right? What you send out comes back to you. Absolutely, it's karma. But just to let you know that if you are aware that there may be anyone around you that may be wishing bad things for you, this protection stuff is even extra important. Okay. So James says, hang on, sorry, I just want to go back. So James said, I was literally just doing that. That's crazy. I mean, asking who and why the pain was there. Amazing. That's brilliant. I'm so glad, James. Gold star for you, James. I'm so glad that you were doing that, and I'm so glad, obviously, I was drawn to talk about that and to say that because it's kind of confirmation for you that you're getting nudged in the right direction, that you are being inspired with the right things to do. And so to honor that, to recognize that, to congratulate yourself for that, because you are listening to the nudges, and the fact that I was called to say that, it's important, it's for a reason. So I'm glad that you were doing that. If you are still aware of that pain in your body after you've asked who does it belong to, you say, I've acknowledged that now, you can take it away, I don't need it anymore. I've acknowledged the reason that it was there with me, and I do not need it anymore. Please take it away, and focus on and request spirit to take that away, to clear that away, and do that activity of breathing the white light into the space should cleanse and clear it. Also, you can imagine like there's a white light, like a waterfall or a shower of white light, cleansing and clearing your energy field as well. Okay, because yes, that white light, it does raise your frequency, so you are more sensitive. Yes, it is clearing, but also it makes you much more hyper aware in some situations. So closing, calling that energy back, and the white light washing over you to carry away what isn't yours anymore. My mentor, Ken Morris, was vigilant at saying, look, if you pick anything up when you're doing a reading or a healing session or whatever, and you take it away with you, like, that's on you, that's your fault, because you haven't done the adequate hygiene practices, you haven't been the one protecting and kind of clearing your energy after. And like, I'm super grateful for having such a vigilant mentor in that regard, because it means that you dot the I's and cross the T's, and you make sure that you are working responsibly and safely. And that's one thing that I don't hear getting talked about enough, I think, in these spiritual spaces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's really, really important that we are vigilant and take responsibility for our own energy and for our own space. So yeah, just wanted to say that. So with all that being said, let's get on this. Let's clear what we need to clear and put on our protection. So you know the drill. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath and to your breathing. Making them nice and long and deep. Dropping your shoulders down away from your ears. Softening the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Softening the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Breathing in from the tips of your toes to the top of your head and back down again. Feeling more and more relaxed with every breath. Feeling nice and soft and loose. As we call upon our helpers, our ancestors, angels and spirit guides to complete our practices with us for this evening. As we call all of our expanded energy back to us, back towards the physical body, back to its normal size. Helping us to ground our energy back down into the earth, sending those roots down, our awareness down into the earth, anchoring, connecting, holding us, helping us to feel steady and supported, stable, secure, safe. Our root chakra expanded, The beautiful red light at the base of our spine expanding, helping us to feel safe and secure and steady and grounded and stable and connected to Mother Gaia, helping us to feel strong, confident, courageous, worthy, enough. Helping us to feel comfortable in who we are, who we incarnated to be. Helping us to feel comfortable to take up space, to show up, to fly our flag and use our voice. Spirit now shining a light down over us, a beautiful waterfall cascade of white, iridescent, shining light to cleanse and carry away anything that isn't ours, anything that we do not need. As our spirit teams now begin to place armor upon our bodies as a layer of protection against the energies that we may encounter on a day-to-day basis from the people that we are in spaces with, from people that we are in close proximity to. This suit of armor can be any color, any style. Just seeing it being placed upon you piece by piece, from your feet all the way to the top of your head. See yourself standing tall and confident in this armor. It's comfortable, it's beautiful, and it makes you feel really good. Now, with a beautiful cloak being placed over your shoulders, with its hood raised, its hood up. Now this layer of protection is to help any energies from the non-physical that may be coming close to you. This will protect you from any thought forms, any energies from the collective, any thoughts being sent your way. You are protected, you are safe. Ask, trust, and receive. And then the last and final layer of protection, we are going to move our awareness now to the outer edges of our auric field, the auric egg, as it is sometimes referred to in different texts. Now the outer edge of this aura, see this being surrounded by a force field of light. Perhaps a beautiful iridescent rainbow like a bubble, perhaps chainmail, perhaps like a disco ball with mirrors all over it to reflect back whatever may be projected toward you. Knowing that this outer layer of protection will only allow into it that which hopes to assist you, that which comes in love for your highest good and the highest good of all. Knowing with full trust and faith that your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors have got your back, that they are going to protect you and keep you safe if you ask them to. They are there to lean into and call upon whenever you need them. All you need do is ask, but you must ask. Thanking them now for their assistance and support. Previously and going forward. Knowing that they are going to guide and assist you and help you on your journey forward, leading you to the people, the places, the things that are going to assist you in your journey. They're going to bring you messages and communication in all manner of ways. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, and trust them. Placing your hands on your heart once again. I invite you to take 3 deep breaths. 1 for your mind, 1 for your body, and 1 for your spirit, in your own time, of course, as always. Feeling the love of spirit wash over you, the support of your loved ones all around you. Remembering, acknowledging that you incarnated now for a purpose, for a reason, and you have absolutely everything that it takes to see that through. Sometimes we need to pause, to take stock, to nourish, to get grounded and prepare for the next phase. Whatever chapter you're in, whatever it is you're experiencing in your life right now, know that you are where you are for a reason. Honor that with kindness and self-love and compassion. You are a warrior, my love, and I am grateful to be on this journey here with you. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for seeking this path and aspiring to help others. And when you're ready, just bring your awareness back to the chair or the bed or the sofa that you're sitting on. Bring your awareness to the temperature of the room, what you can perceive with your senses around you. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, snuggling up to that blanket, finding just gentle movement and opening your eyes when you're ready. If you want to, you don't have to. Having a drink if you want to. So, I hope that everyone enjoyed that. If you have and you would like to support the work that I do, I know everyone is not everyone is in the position to do so, but I invite you, if you feel called to, if you find value in what I offer, you can support me through Patreon, where you can pay £2, £5, or £10 a month to help support me on this journey, that money absolutely goes to help me survive in this world, put food in my fridge, buy clothes for my kids. Literally, you are helping me out so I can continue to be of service. And, if not, then, absolutely no problem at all. Absolutely no problem at all. I have got a lot of workshops coming up. I have got a lot of offerings in the pipeline. So if you feel drawn to working with me in any way, know that there are options available. I've got a talk coming up on the 19th of July called Demystifying Spirituality. It's at a local community hall at Tinsella Farm, and I'm going to be talking about making spirituality more accessible. If you know anyone that would be interested in this, please share the events page with them. It is on my Facebook page. Please let them know, because I really want to help people get on this path. I feel like there's a definite stirring and a changing afoot, and I really want to be able to help people access these things without all the new age fluff. It's a personal practice. Spirituality is a personal practice. It has to be unique to you. It has to be what feels comfortable for you. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions and dogma out there, and new age spirituality, I don't know if it's helping. I don't know if it's helping. I think it might put a lot of people off. So that's why I want to do this talk. I've also, like I said, I'm doing the Soul Sanctuary tomorrow night. I do these sessions every other Thursday. I've got a tarot workshop coming up, an all-day tarot workshop for anybody who's interested in developing their own tarot reading skills, getting more connected to their intuition and reading that way, as opposed to just learning the meanings of the cards. Tarot is one of the things that's close to my heart. It's a powerful tool for personal growth, personal exploration, self-mastery, and also connecting with your spirit guides, developing your psychic abilities if that is what you want to do. I've got a number of psychic development workshops coming up as well for anybody interested in those. And I am hosting a retreat in November, called, what is it called? Exploring Spiritual Landscapes is what it's called. We're going to be doing a lot of journeying, meditation similar to this, but in a beautiful retreat centre called the Golden Grove in Carmarthen. And it's going to be, there's a beautiful sound bath. My friend Garby from Purple Dragon Therapies is going to be coming to do an incredible sound bath. She is so magic. We are going to be doing shamanic journeying, vision quests. We are going to be, working with essential oils, plant medicines, not in terms of, plant medicine, how it is, but certain plants that are going to help us on these vision quests, that we're going to explore our inner landscapes, our spiritual landscapes, connecting with higher selves, past lives, spirit guides, angels. We are going to be creating art to recreate those landscapes that we can take away and carry with us. There are literally only a couple of spaces left, so if anyone is interested in this retreat, please do let me know and I can send you all the information. So let's see, I've missed some comments as I've been going on. So James said, amazing, Earth 2.0, yes, 100% want to work on my psychic abilities. Amazing. Let's have a chat about that then, James, because I would really like to talk to you about that. So yeah, you've got my number, send me a message, we can have a chat about it when you're ready. Absolutely no pressure. But yeah, I hope everyone's feeling good. Has anyone got any feedback, any questions they want to address before we wrap up the session this evening? I hope everyone is feeling really wonderful. Please, if you know anyone who would find value from these sessions, please invite them along. Please, let's spread the word about this. I am going to continue to do them because I cannot see myself not doing them. It's so rewarding for me. I get so much from this. I know it's benefiting you guys and I know it's benefiting the collective, but I really want to help as many people as possible. And so that is my intention now, is to really try and to grow in that regard, so these free offerings and these free resources get used and seen by as many people as possible. So if you know anyone that would find value in this, that would find it helpful, please, please, please speak to them about how valuable you find the sessions. You know, word of mouth is so much more powerful than boosting a post or sharing a reel or what have you, you know. So please, please share the love. I would appreciate you so deeply for it. Yes, James. Bernie says, thank you, feeling deeply relaxed. Good, good, good. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So feel free to continue interacting in the comments. I'm going to come back in and, you know, comment and reply if anyone drops any questions in. Like I said, if you are watching the replay and you've got to this point and you're still here for the waffle, I love you. Thank you. Deeply appreciate you. Let me know that you're watching the replay in the comments. And yeah, do keep in touch, everyone. Okay, like I said, there's loads of other ones of these on my website, hollysholistichealing.co.uk. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel if you're going to go over there. I would really, really appreciate that. I'm like 2 followers off 200, which I know it's not many, but I'm super excited about that. And you know, you can drop in and use these sessions. You know, 2 weeks between sessions is quite a lot, so if you want to use these in between, if you can't make it to the in-person sessions, they're all there at your disposal. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you all have a really, really great rest of your evening. Whatever it is you're doing, be gentle with yourselves. Remember, lean into spirit, guys. Lean into the support. And if there's anything that I can help with, you know where I am. I am just a message away. And yeah, I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Love, light, and many, many blessings. Cariad mawr, nosta.